66 WFAN.
He's got to be sitting at home going, how come he does it in a movie, gets prime time, I do it at a movie and almost due time? You know, just talking about rubbing the rutabagas made me a little hungry for some hooky-dookie, so I think I'll take a short break. Here's the Jimmy Castor Bunch, Troglodyte.
Troglodyte?
Gotta find a woman. Sock it to me, Daddy.
You ever go out with a female tennis player, and then you find out she's a lesbian? Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah.
So listen. True story, all right?
All right.
All right, true story. I'm in a subway, right?
Right.
True story. I'm in a subway, and it's real crowded, right? Right? It's real crowded. So I'm sitting on a newspaper. Some guy looks right at me and says, "Are you reading that?" And so I say, "What, with my ass?" True story.
David Brenner here.
Imus in the morning.
In Washington, Senator Ted Kennedy, who was pretty solid with Smith himself the night of the alleged crime, commented.
Oh, great. This is just wonderful. It's not as though there wasn't sufficient media attention on this whole affair already. Now here comes this relic and that IQ nothing other nephew of mine. Honest to God, there hasn't been a family like this since they put Charlie Manson away. And somebody get me a Bushmills, a little brake fluid, anything. Jackie, oh, give me a break.
Mayor David Dinkins has returned to New York City from his controversial South African trip, during which the mayor says he found his African roots, even going so far as to participate in a ceremony that used the blood of a freshly slaughtered sheep to seal his ties to the Dark Continent. Our correspondent, Diane Sawyer, was permitted to become the first white person ever to witness the heretofore secret event, and she described what she saw this way.
The wife of the chairman of the African National Congress is placing a leaf on the mayor's head, symbolizing harmony with nature. And now, using the blood of a sacrificial sheep, an aide bends down to draw crosses on each sole of the mayor's bare feet.
Ooga booga, ooga booga. No. Ooga booga, ooga. Ooga, no. I can't stand it. Oh, my God. Where's my corn?
And finally, in a refreshing display of candor, a local New York City traffic reporter has decided to contribute to the anti-AIDS crusade by naming all of the sex partners with whom she's had relations, by adding their names to her own. And thus, Eileen Marchese will hereafter be signing off as Eileen Marchese, Rivera, Polonia, Worthy, Chamberlain, Wad, Oprah, Von Bulow, Little Richard, Kennedy, Smith, 970, Pleasure, Tyson, Cohen.
Imus in the morning.
Of what I'm describing, J.D., as Issue 1, the lessons of Louisiana. Now then, everybody is relieved that we dodged the bullet down there in Dixie. And what a choice was before the electorate, eh? Would you like the hemlock or the liquid plumber? One guy wearing sheets, the other guy swiping towels out of the Holiday Inn. Either burning crosses or the boss of bosses, eh? If there's anything this senior statesman finds intolerable, Dono, it's a crook in public service. Let me move forward. You listen to this Duke fella, the thinly disguised racial euphemisms. If he'd actually prevailed down there, affirmative action would have been signing up for knot tying class at the Votech school. So, have we expunged Mr. Duke?
Well,
no, we haven't. He's now exploring the possibility of entering the race for president, Dono. And to make matters worse, also testing the waters is Patrick Buchanan. David Duke without the armband. But I'm not fooled. They both represent the let's go shootout signs on the interstate constituency, in my view. And I wouldn't be at all surprised to see them steer toward a common destination, J.D., a Duke Buchanan ticket, to give vent to that portion of the population that has 4 teeth, blue ribbon beer, a peg-legged woman, and watches stock car races as blood sport. Now, I hesitate to bring up this next area, but I feel I must in the public interest. Watching Buchanan over the years, I don't know, is it just me, or do you get the sense that Pat just might be, how should I put this? Well, that Pat just might yank the old voting booth lever and then play with it? As though on Crossfire, he'd really rather be neither on the right nor on the left, but in the middle, know what I mean? Anyway, speaking of meteor events, Issue 2, the hostages. Good news this week, Imo, but not good enough. Personal appeal to the abductors in Beirut. Could you fellas please let Terry Anderson go next? His sister's now on TV over here more than Madonna, and frankly, I can't take it anymore. Thank you. Okay, issue 3. Your sign-off wars. I'm following your critique of local news anchors, and I concur, man. Chuck Scarborough looks as though there's a permanent test pattern behind those eyes. Ernie and Estes should be anchoring win, lose, or draw, now that Bert Cunby came up lose. And Michelle Marsh is the only person I know to have survived getting her head caught in a 4-way wine press. Freak week at 5. Oh, that reminds me. The new Michael Jackson video?
Right.
You know, for a guy who doesn't care if it's black or white, how come he's gone from looking like Webster to Johnny Winter, huh? And he's 33 years old and has just discovered his genitalia? I mean, what the hell? My name's Dick, but I don't let it govern my every move, for crying out loud. Just one man's opinion, Imo, but what a man, eh? A former president of the United States.
Imus in the morning.
Nick?
Mr. Softy Neck?
Yeah, you got more folds than a vanilla cone.
You know, my neck, by the way, is fine.
Oh, yeah,
by the
right.
way, it's fine.
Sure.
What do you want?
If you go for that fruit leather. Hey, you coming up this weekend?
I don't know. I think so, yeah.
Well, you better be careful. There's a fugitive on the loose.
Oh, really?
Escaped from the local mental institution.
Uh-huh.
They call her the drive-by killer. Drives by people's houses until unsuspecting morons ask her out. Hey, Don King and Mike Tyson came by the other day giving out turkeys.
It's 7:25.
I already had one living next door to me.
It's 25 after 7.
But I invited them both then to come jump my bones.
Fine. It's 25 after 7. I'm Mr. The Morning. It's time now for the 9X Mobile Fan Highway Patrol, sponsored by 9 Vacations. In today's
Give the time one more.
7:25.
Oh, boy, that makes me hot.
Imus in the morning.
Hello.
Faster than a speeding eviction notice. Hornier than an NBA pivot man. More powerful than, I don't know, Cy Sims. Look, in that limo. It's a nerd. Oh, wow, it's Meatloaf. It's a liposuction poster boy or something. It's Buttman, who, disguised as a puffy, thin-skinned, humorless, blimp-butted billionaire, is in reality a puffy, thin-skinned, humorless, blimp-butted deadbeat, and who, with his young ward, Butt Boy, fights a never-ending battle against tax liens, auditors, and repo men. Now, to the Butt Cave, hidden far below stately Trump Tower. Jesus, Butt Boy, will you look at these bills? Here, see if you can stall 9X again, okay? Sure, Buttman. Oh, look, the Butt Light.
Damn it, Butt Boy, I told you. A Bud Light, not the Butt Light. I want another beer.
No, Buttman, in the sky, the Butt Light. Somewhere, someone's in trouble.
Ah, yes, I see. Sounds like a job for Buttman, Butt Boy. Quick, to the Buttmobile.
Holy collection agency, Buttman. There's the trouble. The one fellow's whacking the other with a Louisville slugger.
One side, Butt Boy. I'll handle it. I'll speak to them in rational tones and negotiate a settlement. You call the Daily News, the Post, Times, Newsday, the Newark Star Ledger, the New Haven Register, the Hartford Courant, Billboard, Village Voice, and Cranes.
Right, Buttman.
No, forget Cranes. You, put down your weapon. Crime does not pay.
Who are you, Henry Kissinger? Get the f*** out of my face.
A reasonable solution if ever I heard one. And after all, I did write the book, Art of the Deal. Perhaps you'd like a copy?
Shove it.
Indeed. Well, our work is done here, Butt Boy. Somewhere, though, evil is being done. Let's get in on it, eh?
Wait a minute. Holy boski, Buttman. Look, we're being followed. It's the IRS.
Uh-oh. Be sure not to miss next week's episode, The Taxman Cometh, or Cancel My Appointment with Robin Leach.
In the morning.
That's coming up. Coming up at 7:41. Yeah.
Imus in the morning on Sports Radio 66. The Fan. WK.